Now listen here, and I mean this with every ounce of truth that a man can muster after 3 concussions, a lightning strike, and a regrettable chili cook-off. I've lived a wild life. I mean wild. Like getting chased by a coyote while wearing bacon-scented cologne wild, like setting up a hammock in a hornet nest wild. I'm talking full-in critter chaos, backwoods nonsense, and enough animal encounters to qualify me as a bootleg Dr. Doolittle with a restraining order from the entire raccoon population. It all kicked off back in '96. Could have been '99, them years blur together like mashed potatoes and corn in a school lunch tray. I was deep in the woods of Shittville, hunting what I thought was a giant turkey but turned out to be a lost emu that had escaped from the county petting zoo. I called him Carl. Carl didn't like me. Carl chased me 7 miles through briars, creeks, and 3 yards and finally stopped, only to poop on a birthday bounce house. That was just a Tuesday. There was also the time I tried to train a possum to deliver beer from the fridge. Named him Doug. Doug was smart. Too smart. Next thing I know, I come home and Doug's sitting on the couch wearing my robe, holding the remote, drinking my beer, stared me dead in the eyes and burped. I ain't ashamed to say I slept in my truck that night. And don't even get me started on Snappy, the emotional support alligator Skeeter won in a poker game behind the VFW hall. That reptile was like having a loaded mousetrap with legs. He'd hiss at the microwave, try to eat the television, and one time bit the tail off my inflatable kiddie pool shaped like a cow. Snappy now lives with Aunt Cheryl, who believes he's her reincarnated ex-husband. Don't ask. You want wild? One time I got into a fist fight with a squirrel over a corn dog. I saw it lying on the fairground bench, steam still rising, and I reached for it just as this fluffy little demon pounced. We rolled 3 feet down a grassy hill. He bit my ear. I called him a tiny communist. We both lost. Then there was Operation Skunk Relocation. Sounds noble, don't it? Nope. Skeeter dared me to lure a family of skunks out of his shed using cheese puffs and a kazoo. I succeeded. Unfortunately, I forgot skunks ain't fans of jazz improvisation melodies. I smelled like a haunted tire fire for 2 weeks. My own dog disowned me. I once tried to make peace with a raccoon by leaving a trail of peanut butter crackers. Turns out raccoons think crackers are currency. Next morning, I woke up to 57 of them on my porch, standing in formation like it was a cult. One was holding a spatula. That's when I knew I had gone too far into the wild. And don't think it ends with animals. Nature itself's out to get me. Lightning struck my outhouse twice. I've been stung by bees, wasps, a jellyfish, long story, and one angry elderly woman even had mistaken me for a wild hog and threw a rock at me while I was shirtless in her yard. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Because for every squirrel punch, every bat in my pants leg, and every ant invasion in my truck bed, there's been a story, a memory. A chuckle so loud it rattles my dentures. They're not mine, I just keep 'em in case. So yeah, maybe I ain't polished, maybe I ain't refined, but by God, I'm wild, I'm shit, I'm wild shit. And if I ain't running from something with fangs, talons, or a bad attitude, then I'm probably dead, or worse, at a wine tasting. Moral of the story, don't pet wild animals, don't feed them, don't train them to get your beer. Just nod politely, walk away slow, and always check your shoes for raccoons before putting them on. Heifers and hellfire. May your beer always be cold, your cousin's really cute, and your outhouse never tip over in a windstorm. Thank ya. Heifers and hellfire. May your beer always be cold, your cousin's really cute, and your outhouse never tip over in a windstorm. And don't forget to holler at me online at ohchitt.com. That's OHCHITT.com. Thank ya.